What is going on, everybody? My name is Kneeckoh, and welcome back to another competitive Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video. Today we're talking about Scizor, and I know we've got two videos in a row where I'm not talking about Gen 9 Pokemon. I'll get back to it, trust me. But this is another Pokemon that previously was very good in other formats and is now seeing some more use because of terrestrialization and getting access to new moves this gen. So a lot of really fun stuff with Scizor. If this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subscribed for more videos like this in the future, and check out the Discord where people over there playing Pokemon all the time. But let's get into it. So we're going to start off with single battles like we always do in these particular videos, because Scizor is great in single battles because of its defensive typing. It is only weak to fire type before it terrestrializes, so that is incredible. It's just super strong. So first things first, I want to say that all of these Scizor are steel type. They're steel Terra types because getting that ×2 stab with bullet punch is absolutely crazy. So all of these are steel, and I prefer using that particular Terra type for Scizor. So the first one is an assault vest set because, you know, Scizor gets some really nice defensive stats, and again, only being weak to fire really puts it in a strong place. But this Pokemon also got access to close combat this generation, which is insane. So first up, with the assault vest for single battles, we have U-turn, close combat, bullet punch, and aerial ace, with technician obviously being the ability. 252 HP, 252 attack, 4 special defense with an adamant nature to get that extra punch. Just really strong Pokemon, and the assault vest gives it that extra longevity that you're looking for. It did lose access to Roost, which is very disappointing. Roost on Scizor is a godsend for also having it be, you know, kind of that supportive remove hazard kind of thing. So losing Roost really changed how you're going to use this Pokemon, but it's still a very good Pokemon nonetheless. Next up is a set that I've been using also in VGC. So you'll see this set again later in the video, and this is not my set. This is something I saw Moxie Boosted using, and I've actually really liked it. I've been using it a lot on my own team personally. So first up, Clear Amulet with Technician. Clear Amulet's great because you're avoiding any of those intimidates, keeping this Pokemon very strong. Next up, we have Pounce, Bullet Punch, Close Combat, and Swords Dance. Swords Dance is great for getting this Pokemon even more powerful for big bullet punches or big close combats. The EV spread is as follows: 44 HP, 252 attack, and 212 speed with a plus, it's an adamant nature, so you get that plus attack boost, which is very, very nice. Again, this is one that I've been using a lot on my VGC team, and it's just super powerful, especially when you terrestrialize it and get those ×2 stabs with bullet punch in. Absolutely insane. Next up is a more traditional Scizor. Again, I mentioned that it lost access to Roost, which does suck. It is absolutely devastating that we lost Roost for this Pokemon because it was so great as a defog user to clear hazards and do things like that. Now Corviknight has really been the Pokemon that's been taking over that role. But I have a set for that nonetheless if you wanted to use Scizor. So I got leftovers on Scizor with Technician, Bullet Punch, Defog, Close Combat, and U-turn. The spread is as follows: 252 HP, 4 defense, and 252 special defense with a careful nature. Again, this Pokemon doesn't serve this role as well as it used to. You can still use it to fill the role. It's just not as good as it used to be for doing this particular thing. Finally, we have a choice band set, and we're following the same EV spread as we did with the Clear Amulet, with a 44 HP, 212 attack this time instead. We flipped the attack and the speed, so it's 252 speed with a jolly nature as well, to try and outspeed some extra stuff so you can get that choice band damage off quickly. This is just something kind of goofy, kind of fun to kind of throw in at the end here, but I think this does have some serious use cases, especially with how strong your bullet punches could get under these circumstances. Pokemon that this is going to pair incredibly well with are anything that, you know, takes big damage from fairy types. Being able to switch Scizor in and take the hit is absolutely huge for this particular Pokemon. This Pokemon is resistant to so much, so it pairs so well. But for example, on my main team, I'm using Moveset on VGC, and having this Pokemon be able to switch in and take a hit from Moveset or any dark type Pokemon, Meowscarada is another example. Being able to take those fairy hits is absolutely huge for this particular Pokemon. Garchomp is another great Pokemon to pair this with. So a lot of different stuff. And then this Pokemon obviously hates fire. Pairing this with something like Skeledirge or Arcanine can be very, very advantageous for you for being able to avoid those big fire hits. Moving on to VGC, I only have 2 sets for this. I only have 2 sets because, honestly, I think this is just very simple Pokemon in terms of how you're going to play it. You're going to use it as a damage dealer and something that can rotate in and take hits because of its resistances. So, first up is the Clear Amulet set that I just talked about. We've got 44 HP, 252 attack, 212 speed with an adamant nature. And this is just a very good set with Technician, obviously, is the ability to get those extra damage off with Bullet Punch, Steel Terra type, Bullet Punch, Pounce, Close Combat, and Sword Stance. The same exact set that we saw in the singles section. But then also we have a return of the Assault Vest here as well. Again, we're running Assault Vest with Technician, Close Combat, Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Aerial Ace, 252 HP, 252 attack, and 4 special defense with a careful nature, so that way we can get in there and just take hits left, right, and center, but still put out tons of damage with our bullet punches and things of that nature. Very fun Pokemon. Again, Pokemon this is going to pair well with is going to be stuff that takes big damage from Fairy type. Being able to rotate in under those circumstances is huge. So having this Pokemon, and this can take grass type hits as well. So for example, I'm using Quackbubble on my main team, and being able to switch into a grass type attack with this is very nice. Also being able to switch to something like Skeleturge or Arcanine is going to be huge for this particular Pokemon. And then also anything that takes big damage from Fairy. So Garchomp is something you're seeing a lot of. Dragonite is something you're seeing a lot of. Those Pokemon pair very well with Scizor. So a lot of different Pokemon that pair super well simply because of this Pokemon's resistances. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you found it entertaining and helpful. If you have any other additional spreads, obviously these are not the only ways to play these Pokemon that I'm covering in these videos. So if you have other stuff that you use and are having success with, leave it in the comments below for me. If you found the video entertaining and helpful, leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Be sure to check out the Discord where people are playing Pokemon all the time. Check out Dubby, super good. Added some water, shake it up. 10% off with code Kneeckoh. Cannot recommend it enough. And if you want to see more from me, check out my Murkrow video. Murkrow is seeing a lot of play in VGC. And this is just a weird little bird, right? So check out this video. Check it out. Also check out this video where I cover Meowscarada and how to use that in competitive play. But like I said, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.